Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a fly-by-wire Airbus A320 Neo, which is basically a community mod that improves the default Airbus that comes with Flight Simulator 2020. And we're going to be taking a quick look at it, comparing it to the FS Labs Airbus, knowing that it's not an apples to apples comparison, given one is a $140 add-on and the other one's a community driven project, which, you know, has its limitations. But we're gonna see if it's at the very least a flyable airplane, which the default one surely isn't. I give it a go, I simply couldn't. So here's hoping that the fly-by-wire team actually managed to make a flyable aircraft. So I've messed around with it a little bit before just to make sure it runs fine, and it does run fine. So, but it's less than 1 hour total. Just wanted to make sure that it's working as it should so that I could record this video. So it's basically a first impressions video, but it's not, because I've already messed around with it a little bit, but not too much. Nevertheless, let's get it started up. First of all, I assume we should get the jetway going, because, you know, how are we supposed to be in the aircraft if there's no jetway? So let's oh yeah, I forgot about that. The radio has to be on so that we can dumb. Okay, so let's start things up. Battery first. There you go. Wait a little bit, then we start the automaster. This one goes up. This one arms. Oh, it doesn't let me arm it? Oh, it does let me arm it. Fantastic. Okay, so now we can start external power. There you go. And it comes to life just like that. Unlike the default one, which doesn't do that at all. You don't have the self-test screen. So that's already a nice plus that we didn't have previously with the default one. So that's a good thing. So either way, let's get the IRSs going in the meantime, because it takes a little bit. So we just move them to align. It's a little different from the labs, which I'm not sure if it's just because it's the Neo variant, and maybe the system's different now, but it doesn't show the on-bat thingy here once you switch to align. I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to be, or if that's something still being worked on. I don't really know, so I'm just gonna point them all to align and wait the 7 minutes that it takes to align. So I hope that's the right way, but I'm not really sure, because then again, that's work in progress, so still being worked on. Some features are still not quite there yet, but they will be at some point, and hopefully offer the community a very nice flyable Airbus experience, which then again, free of charge, which is mind-blowing for what it is, for what it can be actually. So yeah, let's, now that we have everything on sort of, we can get the ground services going. So I want, well, power supply, that would be cool if we could get the APU. Yes.
Wellington ground Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo, could you please send a ground power unit?
Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo, a ground power unit is on the road.
Ain't that great? Thank you. So I could do with baggage as well.
Wellington ground Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo, could you please send the baggage?
Oh boy, that's amazing.
Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo, baggage is on the way.
Thank you. And I could do with we have enough fuel for this trip for sure. It's usually average of 5,000 to 6,000 kilos for a 1 hour flight. So we have twice as much as we actually need. I'm not gonna bother with numbers too much, because but I just don't want to bother.
Wellington ground Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo.
And I'm not
could you
sure
please
how
connect
it
the
works,
jetway to the aircraft?
actually, because like when I fly the labs, I can just get the data from Scene Brief, and it just, you know, once you load the flight plan, it just knows everything, like the fuel load and passenger and everything, all the weights and the data that it requires, it's all there. So I'm not really sure how to do that with this aircraft, so I'm just gonna pretend that it's already loaded, and I'm gonna take the fuel that we have as our amount, as it's written on Ston, basically. So we could do with catering as well.
Wellington ground Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo, could you please send the catering truck?
Amazing, look at that.
Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo, the catering truck is on the road.
Well, so far, I'm okay with the performance. But then oh my lord, okay. Let's pretend that it's not there, okay? No one saw a thing, that's just, that's your brain actually playing tricks on you. That's not happening at all, okay? There is not an airplane stuck in the terminal. You're not seeing that. Not at all. It's your brain playing tricks. Either way, let's head up. See what's going on here. Oh lord. Air New Zealand, look at that. Getting truck. Just having a good time. Which is nice. I forgot about the ground services. I completely forgot that they exist, which is a plus. I mean, having them for free instead of having to pay for GSX, that's a very nice feature, which I completely forgot about when I messed around with the aircraft like a couple days ago. I just, you know, set it up. I forgot to call for ground services or anything, just push back and out my way. And let's just say the flight ended badly because I'm still, it doesn't like my joystick, so I'm using an Xbox controller, and it's a little tricky to fly larger airplanes, as you can probably imagine, given to how sensitive it is. But yeah, the reflections are spot on. Jeez, just look at that. Okie dokie, so we should probably set a flight up, or at least partially, because it does most of it for you. You know, flight plan wise, it's already loaded in. You just gotta make sure that the departure runway is still the same and stuff. But usually, essentially, just, you know, does everything for you, just like the labs when you import flight plan, which is nice. Oh, there's someone departing, or is that an arrival? I don't know. Probably departure. Circling to land, I don't know. Either way, Wellington looks nice, and as you can tell, the frames are dying a little bit, but then again, that's a photogrammetry city. So performance takes a hit, but nothing too major. Then again, Quad HD Ultra settings, not too bad. So the fact that the 2070 is holding out pretty fine is impressive, you know, considering the graphics that we're getting here, the visuals. It's good enough. Either way, let's head back into the aircraft now, and as we wait for alignment, we should go to the end page. That would be 35. Flight level is at 380 for today, and we're looking at flight number. Our flight number, that's actually a good one because I don't remember, so I need to check. It's NZ446. Oh, ain't that nice. NZ446, so NZA446, the ICAO code. So here we go. NZA446. Oh, actually, ANZ, not NZA. Jesus Christ, what am I doing? ANZ446. That's the flight. So, yeah, that checks out. Wind. Oh, it doesn't let me. Okay, nice. Not a problem. So we're taking off from, I don't know. Request clearance. request IFR clearance.
Wellington Ground Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo ready to copy IFR clearance to Auckland.
Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo is cleared to Auckland Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 34 climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure frequency is 119.2 squawk 2332.
Okay.
Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo cleared to Auckland Airport as filed. Takeoff runway
I'm gonna
34
leave that
climb
pending,
and
wait for the
9,000
alignment
feet.
so that we can see which one is the best departure for us. The most convenient. It's gonna take 1 minute. Let's see. Okay, did squawk for me. That's amazing. Okay, so now we just gotta wait patiently for it to do its thing. Oh, there is the alignment that we waited for so long. It doesn't. I gotta go plan mode, of course. Sure. Okay, so that's the Dembo 9 departure. That's the. Okay. It's not the kind of departure we're looking for, is it? So we should mix it out a little bit. Okay. Could work actually. Although it's a little bit, yeah, I'm gonna take this one, but let's see. Right, PV pod. Yeah, no, negative. Oh. More options? Do we have more options? Yes, we do have more options. Oh yeah. That we would need to get rid of some. Actually, let's try out a couple more before we make the final decision. All right, you know what, after I get to that one, I'm just gonna go direct GoPro. That works. Right, so let's insert okay. Here we go. So we have our flight plan sort of good to go. Let me just get rid of a couple of things. Then I can take this with a grain of salt. It's not an actual flight plan. I'm ignoring a lot of things, as you can probably tell, for the sake of just simplifying it as much as I can. You just want to check the performance and the aircraft behavior. And so far, I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing. MCDU is a lot better than default as well. It's flyable. From what I can tell so far, it's pretty flyable, which is a good thing. It's not the study level experience you're looking for yet, but it's flyable enough. I would say it's like the Aerosoft Airbus for prepared and flight sim-X. Basically, it's around the same level, so it's not bad at all. So climb and maintain 9,000, so that's what we're looking for. And I'm very satisfied with the performance as well. Frames are very consistent. It does drop every now and then, but it's minor. I mean, a lot better than when I had 16. So apparently that's the key for the fly-by-wire and ultra settings you're gonna have for mainly every airliner actually. In Flight Sim 2020, you're gonna be looking at, you know, 32 gigabytes of RAM. Right, so we are pretty good in that regard. Right, we have the alignment, we have everything going well. So let's start the APU now. Make sure the seatbelt signs and everything else should go. Sure they can run now. It's late for them to run. Get pumps going before I forget. Get APU starting. Also talk to the ground services. Oh, it doesn't let me.
Wellington Ground Saints Andrews 125 requesting the end of pushback.
How am I supposed to get the jetway off?
Request to end pushback received.
Okay.
Wellington Ground Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo, could you please disconnect the jetway from the aircraft?
Yeah, please get rid of that for me. Thank you.
Wellington Ground, St. Andrews 125 with uniform.
And there
ready
he
to
goes.
taxi IFR.
Away from me. Okay, so performance. We looking at. Oh yeah, I forgot to fill the edit page. Completely ignoring the diff rips here, which is not good. 10.6k. There you go. We're basically empty. 50.2 is basically A319 right there. So we're flying empty. Blame COVID, even though they got almost no cases in New Zealand. So I mean, they got no cases at all. So New Zealand's officially COVID free, but we're completely ignoring that today. And let's assume they're preventing COVID, flying just a couple passengers, basically just an empty airplane for the sake of just saving time. So we got everything in. Fuel prediction is ready to go. We got oh, actually no, it doesn't do the calculation by itself. That's fine. It's not enough. The world's it. We're gonna be okay. One can hope. Okay, so now that we got fuel prediction, I mean, no, we didn't get the fuel prediction, but we got the values in center of gravity and zero fuel weight, and the fuel load itself. We could go over to performance, get the speed. Oh my lord. Oh yeah, that's a flaps 2 takeoff. So we're gonna be looking at flaps 2 up 0.0. I don't want to calculate the trim. Not even sure how accurate it would be anyway, but we're looking at flaps 2 takeoff. So as soon as we take off, we're gonna switch to flaps 1 and so on. Gotta be paying attention to that. Okay, so we have performance ready to go. We can push back because, I mean, we can almost push back. Let's get APU bleed going. Let's get rid of the external power because the APU is available. And now we can talk to the tower again. So, request taxi IFR. It doesn't let me request a pushback, so I'm just gonna go and Shift B. Is it Shift B or is it Control B? I think it's Control B. No, it was Shift B. I don't know which one triggered it. Didn't pay attention. Not like it matters much either way. The whole point here is just to get going, right? Frames are a little confusing. Come on.
Wellington Ground, New Zealand 87906 requesting pushback.
So,
New Zealand 87906 pushback request accepted.
it didn't let me request pushback, but it does that. Damn request pushback. That's interesting. Okay, so engines. Let's start them up.
Wellington Ground, New Zealand 87906 requesting the end of pushback.
New Zealand 87906 request to end pushback.
Alrighty. The graphics are so cool. Look at that. I love how it looks. Look at that. There you go. The reflections, the PBR. It's pretty sweet. So make sure I get the parking brake going, which I should have done before, but it's okay. I just start the engines up. Like I just going through the terminal, like, bro, what the hell? It's not very convincing, I gotta say. But it doesn't concern me too much. Right? So, okay. Now we wait. Oh, engine is available. Nice. So we can start the other engine. Engine 1. Ready to go. Oh, I forgot the beacon lights, strobe. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We are good. We're officially good to go. Or so I hope. I forgot. I'm sorry about that. I'm a little, you know, because some things work, some things don't work, so I'm skipping past part of the flow, and it kind of confuses me because I'm used to a specific flow. flying A320. So like when a few things are not quite there, you have to ignore a few steps. You know, there's little key differences between prepared and flight sim as well, which also do interfere with that. So I hope you guys don't mind. Then it's more so a performance test than anything, so let's not focus on specifics. If you want specifics, I have videos on that. FS Labs tutorials, like actual following like real procedures to an extent, not fully, but you know, as real as you can possibly get within my limitations, within my knowledge limitations, which, you know, I'm not a professional pilot, so not everything is perfect, but I try my hardest usually. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, we're also just paying attention to RAM usage, frames, CPU, graphics card, you know, more of a test rather than later on. I plan to actually make a full flight video once it's more once it's in a better state. I'm not saying it's a bad state right now, it's definitely not, but it's still a work in progress. There are things that are getting implemented and stuff, so it still has sort of a longish way to go until it's, you know, solid final. And when it gets to that state, I will definitely make another video just actually doing the procedure. No performance, no forget MS afterburner, just the airplane itself, just procedures, just procedure talking essentially. So yeah, this is more of a test than anything else, just to so you guys know. Okay, let's start your chrono, and we have the engines good to go. We have flaps for takeoff, almost. Position 2, there you go. This is armed, right? So now we have to talk to the tower again and request IFR.
Wellington Ground Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo with uniform ready to taxi IFR.
Now I do have a little problem here.
Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo taxi to and hold short of runway tree for using taxiway Alpha.
Which is
Tower on 118.8 when ready.
Which is not really a problem, but it sort of is, in a
Taxi
sense.
to and hold short runway tree 4 via taxiway Alpha Airbus Oscar
3-4,
Alpha
okay.
Bravo.
Where the hell is 3-4 though? I don't know. Where am I supposed? Okay, so right side. Okay, so I gotta turn right. It's gonna be, yeah, okay. Because it doesn't show like the actual Airbus MFD actually shows the runway, but it doesn't here. So you gotta sort of improvise, assume where the runway is. So I had to check the map. Auto brake max. Actually, I think the auto brake's the thing. I don't fully trust the auto brake in the fly-by-wire A320. Still, it's a little odd from what I've tested before. It doesn't behave as it should, or maybe maybe the labs got it wrong, but unlikely, you know. It's just it seems a little odd to me. But either way, let's get parking brake off. A taxi light should be on. Let's get some power and start moving, because we want to take off and head to Auckland, which I might not actually record the whole flight, just the takeoff basically, and the climb, part of the climb, because we're mainly looking at performance here, while also taking a broad look at the aircraft itself in its current state and comparing it fairly, because then again, we cannot like bash it, because after all, it's not an apples to apples comparison if you compare it to the labs, because this one is free. So it's like it would be unfair to compare them as if they were the same thing, same level playing field, which we know it is not. I mean, one is a freeware, the other one's a payware, it's expensive payware, and it's been under development for like 10 years. You cannot top that. with just a couple months work. I mean, they could if they want to, if they really, I mean, they have a big team and stuff, the fly-by-wire guys, but like it's I would say it's a little hard, you know, because like the labs, they know what they do. Not saying that the fly-by-wire guys don't know what they are doing, because certainly do know what they're doing, because you know the game just barely got released and we already have an Airbus with ecam pages and stuff and somewhat flyable, a lot better than default, so they definitely know what they're doing. But you know, something that it does take a lot of time, so it wouldn't be fair to compare on that aspect. But yeah, so let's head to the runway. Oh, this plane is so slow. I don't know if that's a Neo thing that requires more engine power to taxi. I'm not sure about that. Just angers me a little bit. Like, why is it so slow? And I'm using like nearly 40% N1. And the labs, it takes like 26% for CFM, and the IAE just goes on idle, because that's what IAE does basically. It doesn't require any boost. So I'm not sure if the LEAP engines actually need a lot more thrust to move, but then again, who am I to judge? Not a pilot, so I cannot really say. Never actually been in a Neo aircraft. So yeah. Oh boy, it's a slow ass taxi. Let's power it up a little bit more. Whoa, one day we'll get there. Just gotta be slightly more patient. Oh my lord, come on. Might as well just still go. JK, don't do that, kids. That's dangerous. You know, we gotta be looking at safety in the work environment, so let's not do that. But jeez, so slow. Oh yeah, here we go, boys. Here we go. You'd be looking nice, looking good, nice and easy. Off to a challenge. Presumably a challenge. Oh yeah, it's vibrating all over. It's a pretty silent airplane. Impressive. It's like an electric car level of like engine noise. Tesla plane confirmed. Okie dokie, let's go. Okay, now it's just rolling. It took a little bit to roll, but now it's rolling. It's just it's fast. It is a fast boy, as you can see. Righty, righty, righty. Okay, so once we get near the holding point, we gotta get the clearance and also get the lights going, all that stuff that we need for the takeoff. Roger. So here we are. I hope the plane stops in due time. Please. Please. Okay, there we go. Right, so up here. Landing lights. What the hell? Okay, okay. Alright. There we go. Strobe. Oh no. Strobe. Takeoff mode. Oh, APU, we don't need you no more. Goodbye. So APU's gone. And we can zoom in, make sure the radar is going. No, not system 2, system 1. And also here we got the standby auto. What? Okay. TCAS, TRA. Okay, so now we talk to the tower again.
Wellington Tower Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo ready to go runway 34 IFR to Auckland. Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo cleared for takeoff runway 34.
Okay, here we go.
Cleared for takeoff runway 34 Airbus Oscar Kilo.
Oh
Oscar
yeah,
Alpha Bravo.
fun. Here we go, boys. The moment we've all been waiting for. The departure. We're gonna keep our 9,000 feet like they said we should. And we're gonna be fine. So I hope. Frames are taking a hit. It's just a slight hit. Oh my god, never mind. It's taking a massive hit. Unplayable. Demand a refund. No, JK. It's not bad. Right. So... Is that centered? The camera is a little odd at times, I gotta say. It confuses me. It's not a game's fault though, just my sorry ass used to prepared and stuff. Let's go to 50% and one. Oh yes. So a little bit more than 50, but yeah. Where's the MCT? There's no MCT? The hell? Where's the MCT, boys? There. Let's go, Toga. Whatever. Auto brake max. Just make sure. Ooh, we were way past. Ooh, what the hell? Oh, positive climb gear up. Right? Yeah. Oh. Righty. Okay.
Airbus Oscar Alpha Bravo contact New Zealand Center on 119.2.
Oh my god, we might stall. Oh, autopilot. Let's go. This is gonna be a meme. Holy shit, we're way too slow. It's not gonna work. Okay, hand off.
Going to 119.2
Okay,
Airbus
climb.
Oscar Alpha Bravo.
Wish I had the gates thing, like the labs, like F3, F4 twice, to actually, I think once to flex MCT, twice for Toga, F1 goes back to climb, F1 again idles. Amazing. But then again, asking for too much. Oh, there. Forgot about the flaps. There we go. We do be climbing. It's a nice view out there. Look at it. Quite nice, huh? Frames are not bad. All things considered. I mean, we have weather and stuff, and it's just solid enough. How bad I forgot about a chrono. Jeez, ADF and this keeps me distracted. Gotta blame the game. No, the graphics are so nice that it just, you know, it just distracts me way too much. A lot more than it actually should. Oh my, what? Okay, that's a fast climb. Actually, way too fast. There's no need for that. Jesus. It's climbing like a rocket. There's no tomorrow. Just goes, oh, FD is off for some reason. By default, it's off. It shouldn't be off. Strange. Or whatever. Now it's on. That's what matters. So it climbs. Let's make sure. Oh yeah, switched to normal climb now. Instead of optimum climb. Let's see. Oh, there's weather up there. There we go. Nearly 9,000. Let's see. Do we have any? No.
New Zealand Center Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo is climbing through 8,200 feet for 9,000 feet. Airbus Oscar Kilo. Oscar Alpha Bravo New Zealand Center continue to Papa as planned. Altimeter 29.87.
Okay. want to climb more.
Airbus Oscar Alpha Bravo climb and maintain flight level 190.
Oh, look at that. Amazing. Okay.
Climb and maintain flight level 190.
I feel like I'm on that sim now.
Alpha Bravo.
Very nice. And up we go. Up we go. Airplane, please. How about you climb now? Come on. Be a good boy and climb. Oh yeah, I forgot to retract ground split. Oh, never mind. Speed brakes retracted. Yeah, it is. I retracted it. I forgot that I retracted it. Nice. Oh my god. The lighting is so nice. It's so refreshing. 10,000. Okay, so we got rid of that. So that. And that. Should have gotten rid of those right after takeoff, but it's fine. After gear retraction, I mean, but it's okay. I forgot to change my shadows. A shadow rest to something a little higher. But it's okay. Not the end of the world, is it? And so we keep. Well, we're supposed to be climbing for some reason. Okay, now it climbs again. It's a confusing thing. Airplane has a life of its own. I wonder, do they have the 8 cars already? I don't think they do. I heard they're developing it though. It's gonna be nice. Another aircraft with an 8 cars. That's gonna be pretty cool. Cannot wait. Because 8 cars adds up to the immersion, like a lot. It does make quite a difference. Even though people usually downplay it, like, oh, it's nothing major, it's a nice feature, but it's, you know, it doesn't change anything, but it actually does. The whole flow just changes. Everything gets a lot more convincing, almost like you're a real airline pilot. Ooh boy. Yeah, I'm very happy with the performance, I gotta say. I mean, we went from cold and dark to the takeoff process to actually climbing, and the frames are basically the same still. No major drops. Because I remember back when the game came out, when I had just 16, I tried default Airbus and it was awful. Like, performance was painful. It would drop to like single digit at times. And it was mainly the RAM being the bottleneck. And as you can see, it's very RAM intensive. I've seen it nearly 15, nearly 16. Now it's just shy of 14 gigabytes total, but yeah, you see it's very intensive generally. So word of advice, if you want to run ultra settings, you might be looking at more RAM just to be safe, and also you should have some breathing room to actually browse the internet and do stuff while flying. Because, you know, if you have just 16, you're gonna be on the very edge. So your computer is gonna be like very, very slow when you tab out of the game to actually browse and do stuff, because the RAM's already gonna be like maxed out essentially. Well. Oh, I forgot to switch to standard. Oops. Okay, that's standard now. Oh, what the hell? That's creepy. Why is it doing it by itself? What the hell is that? Where? Okay.
Airbus Oscar Alpha Bravo climb and maintain flight level 270.
Climb and maintain flight level 270 Airbus Oscar Alpha Bravo.
There we go. Clippity cloppity, we be climbing, boys. We be climbing. I'm tempted to take a look outside and see what's up. Not a lot going on. Not a lot. Very nice airplane though, gotta say. Very nice. Looks beautiful. Livery is spot on. Right. So now we essentially just wait for it to climb, play the waiting game. So as I mentioned before, I was not going to record the whole flight because that's pointless. It's just an average performance video, performance test, more so combined with an actual cold and dark startup and, you know, they can look around the aircraft and stuff, but mainly just a benchmark-ish. So that benchmark of sorts has covered startup, it's covered the taxi, the takeoff, and the climb, so you can just pretend that you're doing the opposite, and then you have the figures for landing as well. So essentially you won't be under 25, 24 FPS worst cases while approaching, so that's pretty good, pretty solid. I like that. It's running very well, so whoever says it's heavy and demanding, they're wrong. It's not that much. It's just the RAM, which is a problem I hope the developers can fix eventually, which is a Flight Sim 2020 issue, not a fly-by-wire issue, because as I said before, it happened to me with the default as well. It's just the simulator itself, so I hope that at some point they fix it. But then again, it's not like they have not said that before. I mean, their minimum specs, they state 32 GB of RAM for ultra settings. So it's something worth keeping in mind. Either way, hope you all take care. Hope you all enjoy the video, this short video. And if you guys want more Flight Sim 2020 here on my channel, just, you know, comment sections right down below. Feel free to leave your feedback, and, you know, depending on approval, I might record more videos. More. Come on. Come on. I might record more stuff, so please. Please. Okay. So, yeah, if you guys want more Flight Sim stuff, just comment down below, and I might be looking at making more content for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. But take care. Goodbye.